Hello? Can you hear me? Let's see if I did this better this time. Hello, hello, hello? Can I get ones in chat if you can hear me? Sweet. Progress. First try this week. Okay. Welcome to the Saturday Stroll. I don't know why I need airplane arms for this project. Don't laugh at me. Drive safe. Please let me know you made it up there, okay? Will do. Thank you. Hi, Mike. Hi, George. Sorry, we're running a little wonky today. Young one just took off. And I'm kind of, I don't know, all over the place. I tried to set things up a little bit differently, so I actually had a platform for this thing. And I need a bigger table. So, we have a fairly short list tonight. It is J&N Travels, Cruise Nuts, and Pedroza Travel. Okay. Sorry. I'm still not to the point I trust this thing. Okay. That's what I was going to do with this. Okay, and we are on the Carnival Venezia, the 13-day Halloween cruise with J&N Travels. We are on the Carnival Jubilee inaugural sailing embarkation day with Cruise Nuts. And then we have the Myths and Legends of Tombstone, Arizona with Pedroza Travels. Which is kind of interesting because I really thought he was doing something in Mexico this week. But anyhow, I don't know. I've only seen very high level like information on Tombstone. Like I've seen a few of the like actor group things and over the years in videos, and that's about it. So what are you guys up to this week? Howdy, howdy. Just to make sure I didn't miss a video from you, did I, Roy? I didn't see one, and you never messaged me, so I'm hoping that I didn't miss that. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Wasn't sure what you were up to, and oh, see, I love editing videos. It's the filming part I don't like. I could do with no filming and not being on camera and just do all the editing and I would be happy. You're not supposed to get tied up in town. But at least they didn't leave you tied up. Are you guys going to any of the festivities? I know somebody said that the big tent had gotten set up and stuff and was going this week. Yeah, I'm not much for live shows either. But you know, it is what it is. Hi, John. How are you doing this week? this week today. Yeah, see, I'm trying to figure out why you even went to town. A bunch of stuff just fell beside my son's bed. And I realized I never plugged the computer back in. So if the computer dies, I might show back up on my phone. Hopefully it doesn't. Just got back from Nevada. Okay. I know Las Vegas is there. And there's probably desert there. Milk, bones, and gas, huh? Well, I suppose if you just got a new generator, you would need gas for that generator now, huh? I actually need to get milk bones on my order for next week. We're about out. So, fun fact, apparently Aldi's considers milk bones to be seasonal. I'm not quite sure what, but they're seasonal for apparently every season because they have them year round. Well, I was gonna say, I I assume there's lots of desert in Nevada. I don't know, but see, like it seems like there's lots of desert around, but then everywhere there's desert, there also seems to be mountains, and that seems a little weird to me. Hey Eric, how are you doing? Yeah, that's what I thought. I had stocked up last winter, and we're just now finishing the last of those boxes because, then we found other treats he liked. Um, so yeah, then like he still gets milk bones regularly, but trying not to give him too many treats. Um, he could kind of do to lose a little bit of weight. Um, I was gonna say I actually went out and was edging the driveway today. And I'm like, well, if I don't make it to go get like a hard-bodied sled that we can use, I could always like figure out a way to like hook a rope into the handles and just hope they don't break. Um, I don't know. Anyway, so the lineup tonight, for those of you just coming in, is J&N Travels, followed by Cruise Nuts, and then Pedroza Travel. Just for a few seconds, I know most of you guys are on here, although I haven't seen as many as it's saying is here. So anyway, if somebody's lurking and would like to join us with videos in either the Raid Parade or the Saturday Stroll, you can go to GGM Creates, click on the About channel thing up there at the top, and then choose the admin form. It's just a Google form that I use, and choose request a Raid Parade or Saturday Stroll invite. It's a really simple thing to fill out. Basically, the only information you really need is your channel name, I think, and your email address. And that lets me know where to send the invite to. So there is that, and I typically send out one invite a week on Sundays. Lately, I've been doing better about getting that out on Sundays than the regular weekly invite. um, yeah. And then I did see Eric pop up with the last of his year in review for later tonight. I'm assuming based on how much footage he had to cut down, it's longer than the 15 minutes. I Y'all need to teach me how to use the different layout thingies because I don't know how to get rid of that. There. Maybe. Nice. You had a busy year last year. You did, you did. Um, oh. And if anyone is wanting Girl Scout cookies, it is Girl Scout cookie season. In case you were unaware, I'm in the wrong one. Um, yeah, they're uh I was gonna say if only I didn't need to buy a car and a water heater right now. I do not. I am actually not in any way, shape, or form affiliated with the Girl Scouts. Um, that link is for Roy and Becky's granddaughter. Um, and they basically drop ship them. So when you go to her page, like you can see that it's Lexi's, I forget what exactly it says, but it's like Lexi's Girl Scout cookies or something. And it has her goal, which is actually half of what her goal is because her goal is 700 total and she's hoping to do 350 in person and 350. Would you like to come up here and say hi, or are you being antisocial? Um, you're welcome. I was gonna say, I just know that so many people are like, well, I never see anybody, and nobody's ever selling them when I go places. So I figure, we might as well have them supporting somebody that we know. What? I'm not gonna get up and feed you right now. That's not how this works. I will get up and feed you in 15 minutes. How's that? 16 minutes. Oh, and for those of you guys that don't know, this is Charlie. There are only 3 videos tonight. Um, we have a lot of people that are traveling right now, actually, or have other things going on. Lashandra from the LD Life has her son's birthday tonight, so she's with family. Eddie is cruising, from Eddie Lugo Studios. Um, I heard from Mexico Living the Dream. They were unsure of internet connection because they were in or going to be in Teotihuacan. I don't know, John, if you're still in here, maybe you can help me out with that pronunciation. Um, the cheapest hotel room in the state of Nevada for how long? Yeah, definitely. Well, and I mean that's why I'm not pushing you guys to join every week or anything because, I'd rather you be present when you're when you're out adventuring, and not be worried about what's going on with this. Um so yeah, we just have a lot of people doing a lot of stuff right now and um yeah, see, I know how to spell it. I just don't know how to pronounce that. Oh wow. Um I I'm wanting to ask if everybody's okay, but the fact that it closed a road completely is suggesting maybe it's not. Um, Teo Teotihuacan? Was I anywhere close to right on that? Teo Teotihuacan? Okay, sweet. Um, well, I was gonna say prayers for everybody that was involved in that. Um, hopefully it was just, oh no, not good. Well, I guess prayers for the family at that point. Um, and that whoever was life flighted makes it. Oh, that's awesome. Did he finally get on the road? I know he was packing the other night. Um, yeah, I forget where I was at, and he mentioned that he was packing to come out, and they were hoping to get on the road. I think the next morning. That may have been this morning. I don't know. This week has been so wonky. Oh, and hey, Paul, how are you doing tonight? Um, I was gonna say, and I guess for those of you that are unaware, I had like awesome plans. Like we were gonna have like a tour bus itinerary and all sorts of stuff this weekend. Yeah. My kids were in a car accident last Friday. Thankfully, everybody was okay. Um, so that was Friday night. Car is probably totaled, but the adjuster still hasn't looked at it. They did finally get it picked up from the tow lot and taken to the salvage yard to look at. Um, then Sunday, the hot water heater went completely kaput. It's had problems for a couple of months and it's just done now. Um, Monday, we went to the emergency chiropractor to get my youngest's wrist put back in place. Um, so that was sore for a few days. And then last night, we went to urgent care to try and get an x ray because it was still hurting. And they're like, oh, absolutely not. We don't touch anything that has anything to do with car accidents. And they sent us to the ER. The ER, funnily enough, also does not actually do any of the billing for car accidents. You have to fill out another paperwork and mail it somewhere to get them to do that. Hi, Aaron. How are you doing tonight? Um, anyway, x-rays appear fine. They did give her a brace and some ibuprofen. Um, that we didn't actually pick up. Um, but it's sitting at the pharmacy if she needs it. And then fun fact, I learned that CVS is no longer a 24/7 pharmacy. I did not have a big enough cup of milk for half an hour, apparently. Double A, really? Uh, no, the problem with the water heater is that it's old. Um, we're pretty sure it is original to the trailer, and the trailer is a 1997. And basically there is there's leaking around the bottom, and basically it's just rusted through. Um, I'm not really sure what happened last weekend. Um, the pilot went out, which then causes a connection to leak on like the copper. I don't know, it's a copper connection, which that leaks, but then this other one up here started leaking and seems to be leaking down inside on top of the flame. I don't know. I decided it really needs to just be done when I realized I wasn't having to push the button on the pilot light to try and light it. Like it was no longer controlling the gas. So I just turned the gas off to it. You know, I didn't think we needed to try and blow ourselves up. Um Oh, mine's been making weird noises since we moved in 2009. Or I guess we moved in New Year's Eve of 2005 to 2006. It's all right. The really bad part about that, I called Home Depot because they have the one that's exactly the same. They don't have anyone that will install in a mobile home in this county. So I called Lowe's, who I had talked to a couple weeks ago. Yeah, not blowing up does seem like a valuable life hack. Um, my son may have forgotten to turn off the gas to the pilot light setting when he was trying to get it to light. So he may have removed some hair on his hand. Um, and then 15 minutes later, I may have done the same thing, but apparently I don't have as much hair on my hands. Um, oh, well, okay, that makes sense because like I've never figured out where the coils were. So yeah, apparently no coils. My neighbors had asked me the same thing. But anyway, so Lowe's will install them in a mobile home, but miraculously, as soon as I started asking questions, they didn't have any of the right one in stock. Um, and it took about 2 or 3 days, and I wound up with the person I had originally talked to back on the phone, and she's like, I did track it down, and then by that point you were talking to other people. It's like, okay. So that wound up at, you have to buy the hot water heater from Home Depot, essentially. Like she sent me the model numbers of the two that would work. Because we currently have a 30-gallon, but a 40-gallon will fit in the space. Home Depot can't deliver one until the 9th at the earliest. A kettle on the stove. Yeah. Um, yeah. Oh my. I haven't looked at Menards. I really probably should. I haven't quite put it in yet, the order. Um, I kind of don't want it to because it's going to go on a credit card that is cycling today, I believe, and I didn't want it to show up before before the cycle date because I'm trying to keep usage low because of the whole need to buy a car thing. I will check Menards before I order one. I haven't had terribly great luck with anything at Menards. That's why I don't think to look there. So where I live, I think it's probably a little bit of an oddity. Um, the general assumption is that you're just going to have your friends put it in if or do whatever work is needed. There used to be one place that would work on mobile homes in this county, and they went out of business. And that was actually just sort of a ghost business that was attached to another business, and the guy did work on mobile homes on the side. So where I'm actually located is the RV capital of the world, and they also make a lot of mobile homes, so it's just sort of assumed that people have friends that work in trailer factories that can do things. Okay, as long as the Menards water heaters are not the kettle on the stove method, Roy. We've been doing that this week, and I'm not real thrilled with it as a long-term option. I was gonna say, and like I keep kind of going back and forth. It's like I know I should be able to put it in myself, but the gas part scares me. Um, and it's a very specific venting situation because of the mobile home part. Except I live in a trailer, not like an RV trailer. I live in a mobile home trailer. Um, I am a little surprised that it's this hard to get a water heater. But I think it has to do with the venting. And I have a feeling part of my problem is that the place built this mobile home went out of business. So they just I'm guessing the other ones have switched to a different venting style. I don't know. Propane's the one in the tank, right? If that's the one in the tank, then it's natural. I was gonna say, I don't know. NIPSCO hooks it up. I've got, um, and it's already plumbed in. It's the literal hookup. And I'm not even that concerned about like literally just like, okay, the gas Teflon tape and that hookup. It's the venting that I'm worried about. Um, I don't really want to give us carbon monoxide poisoning. Oh, shoot. I should have told somebody to watch my. Well, NIPSCO's not the city. It's our usual utilities, though. There is it's a specific type of venting for the mobile home. That seems to be the big difference. And it's how it draws air through because it's literally drawing air up through the bottom. I don't know. Yes, I'm on natural gas. We don't have the big tanks, but okay, it is 7. We've got to go. Thanks for the reminder to check Menards because I had completely forgotten. Um, and I will see you guys over at J&N. Have a great day. Thank you for talking to me. um, have fun. Oh, and the link is pinned at the top, hopefully. If not, it will be dropped